Hey guys, it's Catherine, and for my persuasive speech today, I'm going to be speaking on abortions and why I feel they should stay legalized. But before we get into all of that, I want to let you guys know about some of the facts about abortions and what it actually is, and some of the procedures that are actually taking place when you do get an abortion. So stay tuned. According to Google.com, an abortion is defined as the deliberate termination of a human pregnancy. An abortion can range between an oral tablet and a surgical procedure. With the oral tablet, it's only done up to 49 days after your last menstrual cycle. And with the tablet, it causes your hormone that keeps the baby nice and comfy in your womb to be uncomfortable, which allows the embryo to be released out like a heavy period. For the second procedure, which is called vacuum aspirations, this is the surgical procedure, and this procedure is only done up to 16 weeks of pregnancy. In this procedure, the client or patient is under anesthesia, and the doctor goes in and numbs the cervix and opens it up enough to fit a slender tube inside and vacuum out all the contents and get rid of whatever's left in there. Now, I noticed when I was doing this research that they called the baby, quote unquote, contents. So you guys keep that in mind, okay? Now, a lot of people, want to argue about how unsafe abortions are and how it affects their mother and the child. However, not having abortions are actually more unsafer than it is to actually get an abortion. According to ASAP Science, the procedure for having an abortion, the death rate is 1 out of 100,000. Now, for childbirth, the procedure is the death rate for childbirth is 14 out of 100,000. So that's quite a big difference, Childbirth is very unsafe, so keep that in mind. There are a lot of views about why people should get rid of abortions, but I feel like they're mostly for men, and I don't think that men should be the one to decide whether or not a woman should lose control over their own bodies. I feel like women should have all the rights and all the control over their own body. The U.S. Supreme Court has declared abortion as the fundamental right guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution. I believe that women we are the ones that have to lie on the table, and we of course we have to deal with the consequences, but that should be our decision. When people don't have abortions, they usually either give up their child for adoption or make the child suffer for being here. Now, I feel like if you're not ready, you should. That's why I'm for the abortion. If you're not ready, you shouldn't have to put this child who didn't ask to be here through this situation. Why should they have to go from foster home to foster home to find love that their mom can't give them? Or why should they have to be mentally abused or physically sometimes by a parent that does not want them? Sometimes in history, we see that people gonna do what they want to do. It's sad, but it's true. Laws don't stop people. There's a law for not smoking weed, but I know thousands, millions of people who do smoke weed. So what makes you think that making abortions illegal, you think that's going to stop people from getting abortions? All it's going to do is cause women to go out in back alleys or go into different countries to go get a procedure that can ultimately risk their lives. Why would we want to do that to our women? We should make a stable environment like how it is now and allow them to feel comfortable and safe and get the procedure that they decide they want. There's a movie by Tyler Perry called For Color Girls that I seen, and in the movie there was a young lady who ended up pregnant, and she was scared to tell her mom because her mom was an obsessed God-fearing lady, and she knew that she would not be okay with her pregnancy. So, and she, because of her fear, she decided to go to this drunk lady in the back alley and get a procedure done by somebody who's not even qualified. I mean, the lady sterilized her instruments with alcohol. Like, see what people, if people go through that just to not have this, not be able to carry this child. Why do we need to force them to have to do that? I feel that that is so messed up. I actually had my own experience with this. I got pregnant young, and I was also scared to tell my mom. I was like, I'm really into my book work. My mom didn't even know I was sexually active. So to tell her that I was pregnant was like heartbreaking to me. I felt like she was going to be so disappointed. So I wanted to go get an abortion. But in my case, I wasn't able to. I love my child. I love my daughter to the moon and back. But everyone's not able to handle that situation as well as I have. I mean, my mom ended up being okay. I have her. She's my backbone. But everyone's not in the same field as me. I feel that if you want to go out and get that done, that should be your decision. So I'm pro-abortion. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day, guys.